It's a very funny incident. I was shooting for Raja Hindustani years ago, and I was shooting in Kunur, and there's a beautiful golf course over there. So while waiting for my shot to get ready, some golfers were passing by. So I requested them. I said, can I just try? I've never played the game.
Was Karishma Kapoor there?
You mean she was distracting me?
I never said anything that you're saying.
No, he does me really well. I mean, it's so funny to watch him. He's not just a mimic. He's a wonderful actor as well.
Yeah.
So he doesn't just mimic your gestures or your voice, and he actually goes a step further and he understands how you think.
So I'm here with someone who clearly needs no introduction, so I'm not going to introduce him. We are at the 18th edition of the Golf Foundation, which is basically a foundation whose sole purpose is to identify exceptional golf talent from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. Moving over to the man of the moment, Amir, how did you get associated with the Golf Foundation?
Amit Luthra, who was India #1 in golf, and was one of the people who started this foundation, and Amit is an old friend, and when he spoke to me about the work that they're doing and picking up young talent from across the country, different states, even villages where there are no facilities to play golf. Golf is also an expensive game. So the idea behind this foundation is that irrespective of economic background, if the child has talent and shows aptitude for this game, they want to support that child, and so over the years they've had some amazing experiences where they've really picked talent which has done India proud. And I've watched the work of Golf Foundation, and I've felt that here's something I would like to support, and Amit being a friend, I was always ready to help out.
Okay, and what is the importance of democratizing sport in India, especially a sport like golf, which, like we all know, is expensive? There's golf fees, there's caddy fees, there's membership, all of that.
And all the clubs, expensive equipment to
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think a game like this, if you don't have a foundation like this which supports young talent, then it gets restricted to a group of people who are wealthy or economically very well off, and only they can afford to play the game. So especially in games like this, you need that kind of help and support, because talent can be born anywhere, and then we must nurture the talent and support the talent. In games like football, you just need a ball and you can start playing. I remember when I was a kid, we used to play football with a stone. जब बॉल नहीं मिलता तो हम पत्थर से शुरू हो जाते थे.
Wow.
क्रिकेट भी आपके पास एक पल्ली आ गई हाथ में और एक गेंद आ गई रबर की, तो आप शुरू हो जाते हो. But golf, you need facilities. It's a game that requires a certain amount of infrastructure. So I think this game specifically would need, a foundation like this, which really tries to pick up talent early and then supports it.
And when was the first time you played golf? And what is your golf handicap?
My golf handicap, my God. So it's a very funny incident. I was shooting for Raja Hindustani years ago, and I was shooting in Kunur, and there's a beautiful golf course over there. So while waiting for my shot to get ready, some golfers were passing by. So I requested them. I said, can I just try? I've never played the game, and I played all kinds of racket sports. Tennis, table tennis, badminton, squash. So I'm a racket sport person. I have a fairly good ball sense.
You were a state level tennis player.
Yeah, sub-juniors, long back. So they were very kind and said, yeah, please try. And they put the ball on the ground, and I had the club in my hand, and I had to just whack the ball. And I remember even looking ahead to see कि किसी को लग नहीं जाए ball. तो कुछ लोग चल रहे थे दूर. They were also golfers. I said, यार उनको थोड़ा warn कर दो. I think in golf there's a term. कुछ चिल्लाते हैं आप लोग जब ball मारते हैं. Four. हाँ. तो ऐसे आप लोग थोड़ा चिल्लाओ, उनको हटाओ यार, वो बेचारे उनको लग नहीं जाए. So they kind of smiled and said, आप मारो, कोई कुछ नहीं होगा. So I looked at the ball and I gave a vicious swing, thinking it must have gone really far, but it took me a second to realize I've completely missed the ball. I didn't make contact only. And it was a stationary ball which I could not hit. So I tried again. And again I missed. And this time I was really focusing on the ball, eyes on the ball. Missed it again. And I was shocked. How come I'm not able to hit the ball? Then they told me, don't aim at the ball, aim below the ball.
Yeah.
then you might hit it.
You aim for the tee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
तो वो तो टीवी नहीं था, वो तो सीधा ग्रास पे रखा था. They said you aim for the grass below the ball. Try and hit the ground below the ball. So I followed the instruction. I tried to hit the ground below the ball, and in the third try, I managed to chip the top of the ball, and it bounced a couple of times and landed a few feet away. At which point I realized this is a really tough game. You know, it needs some other kind of intelligence that clearly I didn't have. And so that's been my experience with golf so far.
Was Karishma Kapoor there?
You mean she was distracting me?
I never said anything that you're saying.
No, she was not around. She was not around. It was just me and the ball, and I still couldn't make contact.
Okay, last question, because I know you're pressed for time, and it is very important in journalism to do verification and attribution. So I really need to make sure you are Aamir Khan, you're not Sunil Grover, right?
You know, I'm getting asked that so often nowadays. But I have to say that Sunil is so talented. And I really enjoy watching him. Not just, you know, he does me really well. And it's so funny to watch him. He's not just a mimic. He's a wonderful actor as well.
Yeah.
So he doesn't just mimic your gestures or your voice, and he actually goes a step further, and he understands how you think and how you would have responded to something in words or action. So he really goes deep into that. And I've seen him doing me, of course. He does Salman really well. He does a number of actors really well. So he's a huge talent. And that last show he did, you know, on Kapil's show.
Yeah.
My God, I was in splits. He's really amazing.
Amit, thank you so much for talking to us, and all the best for the future. And hopefully you hit about at least 275 meters on your next golf swing.
Yeah.
Take care.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.